What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a good day. Today, you've seen the title, I just came up with a super simple 808 drum beat. And I've been listening to EAZY E's album, EAZY Does It, quite a lot because it's quite good. And basically, there are a few breakdowns where if you listen closely, there's just that 808 drum machine going on in the background, and then just 2 bars of a sample going on over and over again. So I thought I'd build the drum beat on here and then hop onto the computer and basically try and put a sample on, and then maybe, if I'm lucky, try and find an acapella that I can get and time stretch over. So the first half of this video will be making the drum beat. If you want to skip that, I'll probably timestamp it, and the second half is going to be on the computer, just putting in a sample. So let's try and build the beat. In fact, let's start with this and that, and then open the hi-hat. And then we can go. The hard thing about this is because the closed hi-hats cut off the open hi-hats, you have to keep flicking between them to just work it out basically when they're going to cut off. Oh, I think the pattern is 2 between each one. How do we... Oh, that's so annoying. But basically, it just leaks through. So obviously, I'd probably flick this. Yeah. Actually, let's try and put some reverb on it. I hate doing this, but right, so what we need to do is get everything off those beats. So that's the only thing that could be on that beat. So we'll take that off that beat. And that off that beat. Okay. Okay, never mind, it literally does actually sound that bad. So it's got onto the computer. Right, so I'm on the computer now, and as you can see, I've got kick, snare, shaker, which is actually the second sound on that hand clap thing on the button, hi-hat, crash, the bell. So we go onto the mixer. Hopefully you can see that on all of these, actually let me just colour these red. A little bit of a kind of EQ on the thing, a compressor, because it basically wasn't punchy enough, so I made it more punchy. A bit of an EQ on the snare because that sounded awful, that part there. In fact, let me try and solo it. I don't know if you won't be able to hear it if you're not listening with like headphones or stuff, but this peak turns up here and it just gives it too much of a note. You know what I mean? So I wanted just the crispiness of it. So let's get the drums again. Shaker and hi-hats, what I wanted to do was basically just pan them. So I've panned them almost absolute. So if you are listening, I mean, I say this all the time, but if you are listening with headphones or speakers, you will be able to hear the difference. So obviously you can hear that they kind of fight against each other. I've put the hi-hat and the closed and the open one in the same ear. Just because this isn't going on the whole time. Cowbell, obviously. I mean, that's quite cool. So now what we can see is just this. So it's just simple 808 beat. Then what I got 2 samples. This is one I kind of did before. Then I found this one called Hang It Up. What I did, I time stretched it up here, bounced it, because for some reason in Logic you can't time stretch, then adjust the what's called the pitch. You can't do what's called the semitones. So there we go. I had to bounce it. Then that -2 means I've dropped it down 2 semitones. So that's just normal pitch. mainly to get more bass, because obviously the kick, although it is quite bassy, doesn't go on all the time. And you can see that the 808 drum machine has already put in, well, I put in the accent on it. So you can even see here that those ones are so much louder than the other ones. So this is how the sample sounds. And you can see here, actually let me just, a lot of bass in, I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted for that or not. Had a lot of bass and a lot of kick. The kick was in different places, so what I did was obviously I just put the channel EQ and the multipressor to tone it down a bit. Pitched it down a bit, and now we basically just, oh yeah, and I put this in. This is a vocal sample from Apple Loops. And you know when you're scratching and you obviously do the transformer thing where you go like that. I basically need, I wanted to do that, but I couldn't put that into it because I don't have a digital one. I basically needed to do that to get about, what, 2 seconds of it. Took me about 5 minutes. It was quite annoying, but anyway, this is basically how it sounds. Right, here we go. And then I put in a scratch here. Little bit of a breakdown. High pass. So then, that's cool and all, but I did this second sample, which I think sounds even cooler, basically. Just check it out. It's quite funky. Have you ever had this? It comes up. Look, if you try and play it, and it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't even. And guess how you start this? You have to restart this by restarting. You have to fix this by restarting your whole computer. Like, if I shut Logic down now, obviously it's not going to do anything. It will just come back. So, yeah. Obviously, I'll finish off the video for you guys and show the acapella that I put in. But yeah, it's just quite annoying, isn't it? I've got to restart the whole computer, so when you see the next clip, I'll probably be in quite a bad mood. Alright, so I'm back. I didn't actually know that it did that stupid repeating thing. I only realised that when, obviously, I screen recorded it, and I don't usually screen record the majority of beats I do. So that's really annoyed me, because that was an even more worse problem than I thought there was. So yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't edited it yet, because, I mean, that's how video editing works. You have to record it before you edit it. So I'll have probably cut all of that out, but you get the gist of it. It's quite annoying when that kind of stuff happens. So anyway, let's forget about that and just move on. Let's recap where we were. We were at this sample here. Proper funky. And then also we have this sample here, which is kind of a bit more upbeat, but I prefer this one. It's got a better bass. So then what I did was take the liberty of getting an EAZY E acapella off the internet, and it's obviously I haven't properly mixed it, but basically this is how it is. I don't know how good it sounds with this sample, because I've only done it with this sample, but we'll check. Actually, let's do it with, I know what this one sounds like. So let's, I'll play it with this one, and then you can basically choose it. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. Hang It Up or Ring My Bell.
Hey yo, let's roll to the stuff, Easy E, so we can buy us some OE 40 OZs.
I don't quite know who
get a buzz with the thugs in the neighborhoods, right? But buy a couple of extra ones for the neighborhood, right?
Thinking you'll be drinking out my bottle, bitch. That's bullshit. Still got semen on your lips from the homies. That chick, you're the homegirl, but shit, you're like a loose goose. So give me a couple of dollars so I can bring you back a deuce deuce.
Well, bring BJ Knocker back a motherfucking 40. So me and my nigga Big Boy can go and cop some endo. And we'll be right back at you niggas with a quick fast dice. Don't forget to buy a couple of packs of zigzag.
Got to the store, all the 40s was kinda hot.
Get the shit or not.
Now let's roll to another spot. Back in the fold to
Actually,
another
let's
spot.
I
change to
told
this
you to
sample
stop
here.
on 124th, keep the cold brew. Go down El Segundo and on Wilmington, make them right.
The store ain't in sight.
Nigga, it's right past the next light, pass across the light. Now here's what you gotta do: get in your left lane and make a motherfucking U.
Let's get 10 40s and at least 10 22s. That should be enough for the whole motherfucking crew. Plus they got endo, a nigga's gonna be double bent.
Oh, give me some zigzags and 2 packs of double mint.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, that is my attempt at making a kind of 80s hip hop anyway beat with a sample. Obviously, it's not super complicated, but finding the acapella was quite cool and basically putting that in. Very sorry about the technical difficulties that we suffered. Hopefully, you can look past that and subscribe to the channel for just the amount of dopeness that I produce here on the channel. So yeah. Drop a like if you thought the video was cool. Let me know which sample you think is better. And yeah, hopefully you've seen my last video about the West Coast beat. I'm doing quite a lot of stuff on Logic right now, mainly because I haven't been able to find samples. So if you've got any good records that I should buy, then definitely let me know. Yeah, that's about it really. See you in the next one.